श्यामला मातरं वन्दे मातरं शुभ्रज्योत्स्ना पुलकितयामिनी पुल्लकुसुमित द्रुमदलशोभिनी सुहासिनी सुमधुरभाषिणी सुखदां वरदां मातरं वन्दे मातरं वन्दे मातरम्।
A very warm welcome to the galaxy of intellectuals, honorable guests on the dais, off the dais, fellow senior and junior faculty members, respected officers of the Institute, beloved residents, MBBS and nursing students, nursing and paramedical employees, ministerial staff, outsourcing workers, and respected friends from print and electronic media. In this August morning of the third Foundation Day ceremony of Dr. Manohar Lohia Institute of Medical Sciences, Lucknow, at this very Jupiter, आप सभी का हृदय की गहराइयों से स्वागत एवं अभिनंदन। शुभम करोति कल्याणम आरोग्यम धन संपदाम शत्रु बुद्धि विनाशाय विघ्नेश्वराय नमस्तुते। शुभ के प्रतीक भगवान गणपति की आराधना के साथ सर्वप्रथम मैं डॉक्टर सुजीत राय, एडिशनल प्रोफेसर, अपने विभाग के मुखिया, प्रदेश के माननीय उप मुख्यमंत्री, कैबिनेट मंत्री, चिकित्सा शिक्षा, स्वास्थ्य, मातृ एवं शिशु कल्याण, आदरणीय श्री ब्रजेश पाठक जी का अभिनंदन गुलदाउदी के पौधे से करना चाहूँगा। और मैं निवेदन करूँगा हमारे संस्थान की निदेशक महोदया और वाइस चांसलर किंग जॉर्जेस मेडिकल यूनिवर्सिटी प्रोफेसर सोनिया नित्यानंद जी से कि वो महोदय का अभिनंदन गुलदाउदी के पौधे से करें। सॉरी फॉर दिस मिस्टेक। पहले हम आज के हमारे चीफ गेस्ट श्री विनोद कुमार पॉल जी, जो कि मेंबर है नीति आयोग के, उनका स्वागत करना चाहेंगे और महोदया से अनुरोध है कि वे सर का स्वागत गुलदाउदी के पौधे से करें। और इससे अच्छी क्या बात होगी कि हमारे विभाग के मुखिया खुद उनका स्वागत करना चाहते हैं, माननीय उप मुख्यमंत्री श्री ब्रजेश पाठक जी। तालियां जोर से बजनी चाहिए। धन्यवाद सर। अब मैं अपनी निदेशक महोदया से अनुरोध करूंगा कि वे आदरणीय माननीय उप मुख्यमंत्री महोदय का अभिनंदन भी गुलदाउदी के पौधे से करें। Now I request Professor Nuzhat Hussain ma'am, ex-director and dean of Dr. Ram Manohar Lohia Institute of Medical Science. Now I request Dr. Vikram Singh, medical superintendent of the institute, to welcome Professor Ajay Singh sir, the Chief Medical Superintendent of the Institute, Dr. Vikram Singh. Madam. Now I request Dr. Smita Chauhan, Additional MS, Main Hospital Block, to welcome our respected director, Professor Sonia Nityanand, ma'am, with a potted plant, who is also taking care of the King George's Medical University as Vice Chancellor. Now I request Dr. RPG Hospital to welcome our Dean, Professor Padyun Singh sir, with a potted plant of chrysanthemum. हमारे माननीय उप मुख्यमंत्री महोदय एवं मुख्य अतिथि महोदय का अंग वस्त्र त्रुटिवश छूट गया है, तो डॉक्टर रुद्रमणि से अनुरोध है कृपया वो अंग वस्त्र हमारे उपाध्यक्ष महोदय को भी अंगवस्त्र प्रदान करें। डॉक्टर रुद्रमणि। हमारे बीच हमारे संस्थान के पूर्व निदेशक श्री A.K. त्रिपाठी जी भी हैं। डॉक्टर A.K. त्रिपाठी सर, I want to welcome him with a bouquet, and I request Dr. D.K. Srivastava, Chairman of Nursing College, to welcome sir with a bouquet. I also want to welcome Professor Sanjeev Mishra sir, who is the Vice Chancellor of Atal Bihari Vajpayee University, Medical University Lucknow, and ex-director of AIIMS Jodhpur. And I request Dr. Arvind Singh, Faculty in Charge HR, to welcome sir. I request Dr. Sunil Kumar Singh, the Additional Medical Superintendent of Hospital Block, to welcome Major General Amit Devgan sir, who is Commandant Officer of the Officers Training College, Lucknow. तालियां बहुत धीमी हैं। जिन मां शारदा की कृपा से हम सभी यहाँ इस सभागार में उपस्थित हैं, उनका आवाहन करते हुए मैं मंचासीन समस्त अतिथिगणों से अनुरोध करूंगा कि वे द्वीप प्रज्वलित कर इस कार्यक्रम का शुभारंभ करें। मुख्य चिकित्सा अधीक्षक महोदय और संकायाध्यक्ष महोदय से अनुरोध है कि वे इस कार्य में इनका सहयोग करें।
अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे माँ, हे शारदे माँ, हे शारदे माँ। अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे माँ। तू स्वर की देवी है, संगीत तुझसे, हर शब्द तेरा है, हर गीत तुझसे। तू स्वर की देवी है, संगीत तुझसे, हर शब्द तेरा है, हर गीत तुझसे। हम हैं अकेले, हम हैं अधूरे, तेरी शरण
चूँकि आप सभी को पता है कि अभी हाउस सेशन में है और हमारे आदरणीय माननीय उप मुख्यमंत्री महोदय हाउस चलने के बाद भी यहाँ आए हैं, तो इसके लिए पूरे संस्थान परिवार की तरफ से, हम सभी की तरफ से आभार। कृपया आप तालियों की गड़गड़ाहट से उनका अभिनंदन करें। जैसा कि हम जानते हैं कि हमारे इस संस्थान का सफ़र 13 वर्षों का हो चुका है और यह अस्पताल केवल 20 बेड से शुरू हुआ था, 20 बेड का एक सिंपल हॉस्पिटल, एंड नाउ इट इज़ मोर देन 1300 बेड with all the super speciality facilities, all the investigation facilities, intensive care, everything. तो ये इस वजह से हुआ कि हर साल हमने ये आत्ममंथन किया है कि कहाँ कमी है और कहाँ हम कर सकते हैं। हमेशा कुछ कड़ियाँ जोड़ी हैं हमने, तो आज भी कुछ ऐसी कड़ियाँ हैं जो हम अपने इस संस्थान के फेदर इन द कैप जो कहते हैं आप, जोड़ना चाहते हैं। तो उसके लिए हमारे माननीय उप मुख्यमंत्री महोदय, जो कि हमारे विभाग के मुखिया भी हैं, उनसे बेहतर कोई व्यक्तित्व तो नहीं हो सकता और वो हमारे बीच उपलब्ध हैं। तो हम बिल्कुल इस अवसर का फ़ायदा उठाएंगे और उनसे ये अनुरोध करेंगे कि वो हमारे जो अभी हम बिल्कुल तैयार हैं जिनके लोकार्पण के लिए, उनको लोकार्पित करने का कष्ट करें। सबसे पहले द मैटरनल ICU विच इज़ स्टेट ऑफ द आर्ट एंड इट इज़ द फर्स्ट इन उत्तर प्रदेश, 13-bedded maternal ICU at our शहीद पथ कैंपस। नेक्स्ट इन द लाइन, हमेशा आप अखबार में पढ़ते होंगे कि इमरजेंसी में बेड कम है, बेड नहीं है, मरीज को नहीं मिला, तो उस पर भी हम लोगों ने आत्ममंथन किया है और वी हैव अ 30-bedded स्पेसिफिक इमरजेंसी बेड्स, 30-bedded वार्ड along with a 30-bedded ICU फुल्ली इक्विप्ड। तो ये 60 बेड हम मरीजों के लिए बढ़ा रहे हैं इमरजेंसी में, उसका भी लोकार्पण हम महोदय से चाहेंगे। उसके अलावा थैलेसीमिया वार्ड जिसमें डे केयर फैसिलिटीज़ होंगी, लेकिन ये डे केयर फैसिलिटीज़ केवल शाम 5 बजे तक नहीं होंगी, ये डे केयर फैसिलिटीज़ 5 बजे के बाद भी होंगी, क्योंकि जो बच्चे स्कूल जाते हैं उनका स्कूल ड्रॉप आउट ना हो, उसको ध्यान में रखते हुए ये फैसिलिटीज़। और शहीद पथ हॉस्पिटल भी पूरी तरह बन के तैयार है। तो हम महोदय से अनुरोध करेंगे कि अपने कर कमलों से इन सभी का लोकार्पण करें और आपसे अनुरोध है बंद ना करें। ब्रेकफास्ट तो सबने किया ही है। महोदय के लिए बस इतना ही कहना चाहेंगे, अगर गुमनाम है कोई उसे एक नाम मिल जाए, मिले आशीष जिसे इनका उसे पहचान मिल जाए, भला कैसे नहीं उसका मुकद्दर रंग बदलेगा, सुदामा को अगर आप सा घनश्याम मिल जाए। इसी के साथ और आपकी तालियों के साथ वो बंद नहीं करिए। अनुरोध है महोदय से कि वे आज के शुभ अवसर पर अपने आशीर्वचनों से हम सभी को अभिसिंचित करें। माननीय उप मुख्यमंत्री महोदय।
डॉक्टर राम मनोहर लोहिया आयुर्विज्ञान संस्थान लखनऊ के स्थापना दिवस के भव्य एवं गरिमामय समारोह में हमारे बीच में उपस्थित हैं। देश की राजधानी दिल्ली से चलकर के आए नीति आयोग के सदस्य और स्वास्थ्य के क्षेत्र में अपनी बुद्धिमत्ता, कौशल और विवेक के बल पर, अपनी मेहनत के बल पर विशिष्ट पहचान रखने वाले आदरणीय डॉक्टर विनोद के पाल जी, सचिव स्वास्थ्य अनुसंधान विभाग एवं DG भारतीय आयुर्विज्ञान अनुसंधान परिषद भारत सरकार डॉक्टर राजीव कुमार बहल जी, हमारे विभाग के प्रमुख सचिव आदरणीय पार्थ सारथी सेन शर्मा जी, निदेशक RML एवं VC KGMU प्रोफेसर डॉक्टर सोनिया नित्यानंद जी, डीन RML प्रोफेसर प्रद्युम्न सिंह जी, CMS RML प्रोफेसर डॉक्टर अजय कुमार सिंह जी, MS डॉक्टर विक्रम सिंह जी, डॉक्टर AK त्रिपाठी जी, अटल बिहारी विश्वविद्यालय के वाइस चांसलर प्रोफेसर संजीव मिश्र जी, उपस्थित सभी हमारे फैकल्टी मेंबर्स, स्टूडेंट्स, व्यवस्था जुड़े सभी भाई बहन, पत्रकार मित्र, लोहिया संस्थान के लिए आज बहुत गौरवशाली दिन है। आज हम सब धूमधाम के साथ स्थापना दिवस मना रहे हैं। हम लोहिया संस्थान की तरफ से, उत्तर प्रदेश के 25 करोड़ लोगों की तरफ से, नीति आयोग के सदस्य डॉक्टर विनोद पाल साहब का हृदय से स्वागत करते हैं, अभिनंदन करते हैं। बहल साहब का भी हृदय से स्वागत करते हैं, अभिनंदन करते हैं। लोहिया संस्थान ने अपने स्थापना काल से ही उत्तर प्रदेश की राजधानी लखनऊ में अपनी विशिष्ट पहचान बनाने में कामयाबी हासिल की है। लखनऊ में वैसे पीजीआई के रूप में हमारे पास विशिष्ट चिकित्सा संस्थान था। केजीएमसी का भी हॉस्पिटल ट्रामा अच्छे ढंग से काम कर रहा है, लेकिन पूरे प्रदेश का, उत्तर प्रदेश का भार पीजीआई पर रहता था। उत्तर प्रदेश के साथ साथ बिहार, झारखंड, कुछ इलाके मध्य प्रदेश के, नेपाल का भी भार पीजीआई पर आता था। तो एक ऐसे हॉस्पिटल की आवश्यकता थी जहां पर उच्च कोटि की पढ़ाई भी हो और स्पेशलिटी हासिल चिकित्सकों का एक ऐसा समूह हो जो जटिल रोगों के समाधान में हमारी मदद करे, पीजीआई और केजीएमसी के बीच में। मुझे बताने में प्रसन्नता है, जो सोच उत्तर प्रदेश की जनमानस की थी उसको कामयाबी हासिल किया है लोहिया संस्थान ने। अपने स्थापना काल के इन वर्षों में उच्च कोटि की पढ़ाई भी यहाँ हुई है। यहाँ से निकले बच्चे देश और दुनिया में नाम कमा रहे हैं चिकित्सा विज्ञान के क्षेत्र में। और जो हमारे विभाग हैं, सुपर स्पेशलिटी विभाग हैं, उन्होंने जटिल रोगों के इलाज में अपना कुशलता दिखाने का काम किया है। इसके लिए मैं स्थापना दिवस के अवसर पर व्यवस्था से जुड़े सभी फैकल्टी मेंबर्स का, चिकित्सकों का बहुत बहुत अभिनंदन करता हूं और आभार प्रकट करता हूं कि आपने बेहतर काम किया। हम सब जानते हैं 2017 में भारतीय जनता पार्टी की सरकार माननीय प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी के मार्गदर्शन में बनने के उपरांत चिकित्सा जगत में आमूल-चूल परिवर्तन हुआ है। माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी ने ही घोषणा की थी कि जब तक चिकित्सकों की संख्या में इजाफा हम नहीं करेंगे, हम हिंदुस्तान के 130 करोड़ लोगों का व्यवस्थित इलाज नहीं सुनिश्चित कर सकते। आज उसी अनुक्रम में हम कह सकते हैं कि प्रदेश के सभी जनपदों में 75 के 75 जनपदों में मेडिकल कॉलेज बनाए जाने का जो आदेश, मार्गदर्शन माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी ने दिया था, उस दिशा में हमें कामयाबी हासिल काम कर रहे हैं। 30 मेडिकल कॉलेज निजी क्षेत्र के हैं, 35 मेडिकल कॉलेज सरकारी क्षेत्र में है। 16 जनपद रह गए जहां पर अभी निर्माण प्रक्रिया में है और शीघ्र ही उनको भी हम पूरा करने वाले हैं। यानी कि 75 के 75 जनपदों में मेडिकल कॉलेज बनकर के प्रदेश में तैयार हो रहे हैं। और सबसे बड़ी बात है, भारत सरकार ने इस सब में बड़ी हमारी मदद की है। भारत सरकार के द्वारा जिस ढंग से मेडिकल कॉलेज निर्माण में, नर्सिंग कॉलेज निर्माण में मदद मिल रही है, हम कह सकते हैं कि जो सपना WHO के मानकों को पूरा करने का हमारी सरकारों ने देखा है, माननीय मोदी जी ने देखा है, उसको शीघ्र ही हम पूरा कर पाएंगे। इसके अलावा विशेष बात यह है, 2017 से पहले जो हालात थे, MBBS की सीटों को लगभग हमने दोगुना करने में सफलता हासिल की है। जब कॉलेजों की संख्या बढ़ी और उन्हीं पुराने कॉलेजों में हमने इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर को मजबूती देते हुए, फैकल्टी मेंबर्स को बढ़ाते हुए, MBBS की सीटें आज हमारे पास सरकारी क्षेत्र में 3,828 हैं और निजी क्षेत्र में हमारे पास 5,450 सीटें हैं। लगभग दोगुनी सीटें करने में हमें सफलता हासिल मिली। इसके अलावा रायबरेली और गोरखपुर एम्स की सीटों को हमने इसमें जोड़ा नहीं है। रायबरेली में 100 सीटें हैं, गोरखपुर में 125 सीटें हैं। पोस्ट ग्रेजुएशन की सीटों में भी हमने लगभग दोगुना करने में हमने सफलता हासिल की है। हम प्रतिबद्धता दोहराते हैं, माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी ने जो मार्गदर्शन हम सबको दिया है कि हर गरीब को निःशुल्क इलाज मिले। दुनिया की सबसे बड़ी योजना आयुष्मान भारत योजना उत्तर प्रदेश में, पूरे देश में लागू है। और मुझे बताने में इस मंच के माध्यम से प्रसन्नता है कि उत्तर प्रदेश आयुष्मान भारत कार्ड बनाने में अव्वल दर्जे पे है, नंबर 1 पर है। यानी गरीबों को निःशुल्क चिकित्सा व्यवस्था मिले, इस दिशा में उत्तर प्रदेश राज्य ने पूरे राष्ट्र में अच्छा काम करके दिखाया है। ऐसे अवसर पर आयुष्मान भारत व्यवस्था से जुड़े सभी अपने अधिकारी कर्मचारियों का हृदय से आभार प्रकट करता हूं, उनका अभिनंदन करता हूं। हमने आज 4.5 करोड़ से अधिक कार्ड बनाने में सफलता हासिल की है और जो हमारा लक्ष्य है 100% इसे पूरा करने के लिए हमारी सरकार प्रतिबद्धता के साथ, लगन के साथ, हमारे कर्मचारी अधिकारी लगे हुए हैं। शीघ्र ही हम उसको पूरा करेंगे। हमारे सरकारी क्षेत्र के जो मेडिकल कॉलेजेज हैं, अस्पताल हैं, वो आयुष्मान कार्ड योजना के माध्यम से इलाज देने में अग्रणी है। निजी क्षेत्र के हमारे जो चिकित्सालय हैं वो भी हमारी मदद कर रहे हैं और भुगतान में हमने पारदर्शिता बरती है। जो निजी क्षेत्र में हम भुगतान करते हैं उसमें कहीं भी कोई कोताही ना हो, कोई बंगलिंग ना हो। हमने उसमें भी चिंता करते हुए हर स्थिति को निपटने के लिए तैयार, देखते हुए कि गरीब को इलाज मिले, कहीं कोई गड़बड़ी ना हो, उस दिशा में भी मानक स्थापित किए हैं। हमने काउंसलर्स नियुक्त किए हैं। मिशन निरामय के माध्यम से इंटर कॉलेजेज में जाकर के हम बच्चों के संपर्क करते, उनको बताते हैं कि एक नर्सिंग के क्षेत्र एक बहुत अच्छा क्षेत्र है, पैरामेडिकल एक क्षेत्र बहुत अच्छा क्षेत्र है। आप यहाँ आकर के रोजगार की संभावनाओं को तो आप व्यवस्थित ढंग से तलाश ही सकते हैं और जीवन को सेवा के क्षेत्र में अग्रणी बना सकते हैं। क्योंकि चिकित्सा व्यवस्था ऐसी व्यवस्था है जहां पुण्य कार्य करने के लिए हम जब कुंभ स्नान करने के लिए जाते हैं, अभी गंगा मेला समाप्त हुआ कार्तिक का, तो केवल पुण्य के लिए जाते हैं। और चिकित्सा क्षेत्र में, अस्पताल में जब एक मरीज के चेहरे पर, एक परिजनों के चेहरे पर मुस्कान लाते हो तो ये गंगा स्नान के बराबर ही है, कुंभ स्नान के बराबर ही है। चिकित्सा का क्षेत्र तो बड़ी संख्या में बच्चे आकर्षित होकर हमारे पास आ रहे हैं। हमने तय किया है WHO का जो मानक है कि हम 3 पैरामेडिकल, 3 नर्सेज, 1 चिकित्सक पर उपलब्ध कराएंगे, उस दिशा में हम काम कर रहे हैं। और केवल उत्तर प्रदेश में नहीं, देश भर के चिकित्सालयों में हम अपनी नर्सेज, अपने पैरामेडिकल स्टाफ को देने वाले हैं। इसके लिए इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर को स्ट्रेंथन किया जा रहा है और दुनिया में नर्सेज की बड़ी डिमांड है, तो वो सब उत्तर प्रदेश सक्षम है। उत्तर प्रदेश बड़ी जनसंख्या वाला स्टेट है। मैं आभार प्रकट करना चाहूँगा पॉल साहब का, बहल साहब का, उन्होंने आकर के हमारे चिकित्सा संस्थान को अपना वक्तव्य देंगे। चूँकि सदन चल रहा है और सदन में हम और प्रमुख सचिव महोदय दोनों लोग जवाब देकर के ही अभी आ रहे हैं कि हमारे सहयोगी में कभी कोई अचानक सवाल आ जाता है तो हमारे प्रमुख सचिव जी उपस्थित रहते हैं वहाँ पर। तो
माननीय उप मुख्यमंत्री महोदय के कर कमलों से जो लोकार्पण हमने कराया है उसमें हमारे गर्ल्स हॉस्टल और नर्सिंग हॉस्टल भी शामिल है। तो वो एक बिल्डिंग जो बोलने में छूट गई थी वो आपको बताना बहुत आवश्यक था, तो कृपया तालियां तो बजाएं। 2-2 हॉस्टल मिले बच्चों को, बच्चे भी नहीं बजा रहे। और चूंकि माननीय को सदन तुरंत जाना है तो माननीय का स्मृति चिन्ह हम अपनी आदरणीय निदेशक महोदया से अनुरोध करेंगे कि वो माननीय उप मुख्यमंत्री महोदय को स्मृति चिन्ह भेंट करें। आदरणीय निदेशक महोदया। धन्यवाद महोदय, यहाँ इस बिजी शेड्यूल में भी समय देने के लिए। संस्थान परिवार हमेशा आपका ऋणी रहेगा। A personality who is an engineer by mind, a writer by heart and a administrator by profession। हमारे ख्याल से आप समझ गए होंगे। जी हाँ, वो हमारे संस्थान के उपाध्यक्ष महोदय श्री पार्थसारथी सेन शर्मा जी हैं। मैं महोदय से अनुरोध करूंगा कि वो आज के इस अवसर पर 2 शब्द कहें। आदरणीय श्री पार्थसारथी सेन शर्मा जी।
The chief guest of the function of the Foundation Day of Manohar Lohia Institute, Dr. Vinod Paul, Member Planning Commission or Niti Aayog, Dr. Rajiv Bahal, DG ICMR, the Director of the Institute, Vice Chancellor of Atal Bihari Vajpayee Institute, Vishwavidyalaya, Sanjeev Mishra ji, Dr. Devgan, Dr. CBRM Director, all friends, colleagues. First of all, congratulations to the Institute for its 30th Foundation Day. It is a day which is a joyous day, and it gives a great pleasure for us to be a part of this celebration. Congratulations also to the students and the faculty members who will be given the prize later in the very simple, is going through a point of inflection in which the number of medical colleges, the number of medical seats, both in MBBS, PG and super specialty, is increasing at an exponential rate. It should have happened much earlier, but it also brings challenges of its own. When you expand at such a tremendous rate in such a short time. For example, as I speak, 14 medical colleges in the government sector are being constructed. And we are aiming that at least 13 out of the 14, the MBBS students intake will take place next year. And that is only in the government sector. Considering the fact that for years together, we used to have only 6 government medical colleges in UP. This is a pace at which we cannot even imagine. And that is after we have had 9 government medical colleges opening up for their MBBS seats only last year. So this is the pace at which we are expanding. It puts tremendous challenges and responsibility on all of us. It is not only a matter of celebration, but it is a matter of deep thinking, introspection, challenge to address these challenges. And here I would like to make my point. The RML Institute, and I am also including here KGMU and PGI, are our premier institutions, and they have the responsibility not only for their own institute, but to mentoring and policy advice for these new medical colleges and even the district hospitals that is there throughout the state. I think RMLs and their faculty and the HODs must start thinking beyond their own department. One way of thinking is that the patients come here. How can I treat them the best? How can I teach my students the best? So that is what RML would traditionally be thinking about. But can we now think that using technology and considering the situation that we are in, what can be done beyond the RML in the district hospitals and the newly opening medical colleges? What small things can be done there only so that the patients need not come here? I'm sure in many of the cases, you would be doing 10 cases, and in 8, you would be realizing that this patient need not have come to me. With some small change of procedure, with small capacity building, small equipment, probably this person could have been treated in the district women hospital itself. Only if we had a communication channel and we could reach out to them. I think we should move to that paradigm, and I think we all must collectively work in that direction. The communication between the premier institutes of the state with the newly opening medical colleges and the district hospital and the district women hospital, so that the patients need not travel here at all. And there's a continuous medical education, there's a continuous hand-holding, as well as policy innovations and policy advices. The 3 things, Dr. Paul, that we think are the major actions that are taking place right now in UP. One is definitely in the area of medical education, which is the opening up of the government medical colleges in such a tremendous pace, as well the increase in the seats, as well as the opening up of medical colleges on a private PPP basis, whose policy you are aware of, and which I think UP is a pioneering state. But apart from medical education, the 2 other things, one of which the Honorable Deputy Chief Minister pointed out, is on the demand side. The Ayushman Bharat Jan Arogya Yojana, in which tremendous number of people are now being included in the demand side. Now they have the purchasing capacity because their medical reimbursement is taken care of the government. And the third is what you have visited in the morning, the health and wellness centers. For comprehensive primary package at the field level, we have converted around 20,000 erstwhile sub-centers or UPHCs into health and wellness centers, provided an additional community health officers and along with the A&M, provided them with the drugs. The EDL drugs of 55 drugs are available with them. Given the basic diagnostics is available with them, and in most of them, there is a teleconsultation on the CDAC platform of eSanjeevani 2.0, which is available. I hope you had a chance to visit these in the morning. That is one thing which tremendously reduces or has the potential to reduce out-of-pocket expenditure of the villagers at that level itself because they need not travel. So these three things, I would say, are the three major actions that is taking place in UP right now. The expansion of the medical education in the tertiary sector, expansion of the comprehensive primary health services through the health and wellness centers, and on the demand side, the Ayushman Bharat Jan Arogya Yojana. I congratulate you once again, and I expect that RML Institute will not only add feathers to their own cap, but will help others to add feathers to their caps. Thank you.
धन्यवाद उपाध्यक्ष महोदय। केवल इच्छा कुछ नहीं बदलती, एक निर्णय थोड़ा बहुत बदलता है, लेकिन एक निश्चय सब कुछ बदल देता है। और इसी निश्चय का परिणाम है कि यह संस्थान 20 बिस्तरों से आज 1300 से ज़्यादा बिस्तरों वाला है। और इसमें हमारी निवर्तमान निदेशक महोदया का पिछले 2 वर्षों में बहुत बड़ा योगदान रहा है। अब मैं अपनी निदेशक महोदया, जो कि किंग जॉर्जेस मेडिकल यूनिवर्सिटी की वाइस चांसलर भी हैं, से जो कि एक कुशल चिकित्सक होने के साथ साथ अंतर्राष्ट्रीय स्तर की शिक्षाविद एवं रिसर्चर भी हैं, से अनुरोध करूंगा कि वो संस्थान की वार्षिक प्रगति रिपोर्ट प्रस्तुत करें। महोदया को स्टेट का जो फर्स्ट बीएमटी ट्रांसप्लांट यूनिट है पीजीआई का, उसको स्थापित करने का श्रेय भी जाता है, तो कृपया तालियों की गड़गड़ाहट से, ठीक है, महोदया का अभिनंदन करें।
आज के मुख्य अतिथि प्रोफेसर विनोद पाल, मेंबर नीति आयोग गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया, the guest of honor, Dr. Rajiv Behel, Secretary, Department of Health Research, Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, Government of India, and Director General, Indian Council of Medical Research, the Vice President of the Institute, Principal Secretary, Medical Health and Family Welfare, and Medical Education, Government of UP, Shri Parsarthi Sen Sharma ji, Dean Professor Pradyum Singh, the Chief Medical Superintendent Dr. A.K. Singh, all the esteemed guests in the front row, Dr. Sanjeev Mishra, Dr. A.K. Tripathi, and all the esteemed faculty members, staff, residents, and students of Dr. RML IMS, all our esteemed guests, and members of the media. I welcome you all on this third foundation day of the Institute. At the outset, I would like to thank Professor Paul and Professor Behel to come and grace this occasion. We are actually very honored, and your words that you will speak subsequently will be a great boost and encouragement to this institute to attain greater academic heights. At the outset, I would like to announce with great pride that the Institute, the Super Speciality and Oncology Wing, have been awarded a full A accreditation by NABH, starting from June 1, 2023. This makes it the first institute in the public sector in the state to receive a full NABH accreditation, and actually the second in North India after ILBS New Delhi to get NABH accreditation. This highlights the high quality in patient care that has been attained by the Institute. And it was a concentrated effort of all the medical and paramedical staff of the Institute for past 2 years. I'm also extremely proud to announce that this year, Dr. RML IMS has been awarded the FICCI Healthcare Award under the category Best Training and Skill Development Initiative of the year 2023. The name of our initiative was Seva Mein Shresht Ek Nayi Pehal. This entailed a continuous training and retraining initiative to reduce the healthcare-associated infection rates, efficient handling of emergency situations, and skill development. This whole process started on 1st of April 2022 and still continues. It's still continuing. And at the time when we submitted our application for the award, we had already trained 2,705 healthcare personnels in 118 sessions with 46 modules and 16,000 man-hours. Our 150 MBBS seats have been recognized by NMC, and 13 new PG seats and 4 DNB seats have been granted this year. New departments of hospital administration, clinical hematology, reproductive medicine, and a pediatric hepatology unit have come up in the past 1 year. The Institute has started cochlear implants, the ENT department, and the Ali Yavar Jung Institute, Mumbai, has included RML IMS in its list for financial support for cochlear implants. There has been an establishment of a pediatric nutrition rehab center for the undernourished children in the Department of Pediatrics. Again, in the Department of Pediatrics has played a key role in the development of the country's first pediatric trauma resuscitation module, which was launched recently in the first workshop of the National Institute of Health and Family Welfare. This is the first pediatric trauma resuscitation module which has been developed in the country between RML IMS and KGMU. An MOU has been signed with Japaigo, as well as another MOU with Kalyan Singh Super Speciality Cancer Institute for early detection of cancer. In light of what our Principal Secretary and Vice President told, that we now plan to start a major cancer screening, or we've actually already started a major cancer screening program in the state of Uttar Pradesh. This will be complemented by our cancer screening van, which has now been ordered, of about rupees 2.5 crores, the funds being obtained from CSR funding from the Delhi Finance Power Corporation Limited. So this will give a big boost to our cancer screening program and the MOUs that we've signed with Japaigo, as well as with the Kalyan Singh Super Speciality Cancer Institute. Our research day was held yesterday, in which Best Research Paper Awards were given to faculty members, residents, MBBS students, and certificates of appreciation to faculty for filing of patents. The research day oration was delivered by Professor Shelly Avasthi, a BC Roy awardee and member of the Health Security Interface Technical Advisory Group of WHO. This has also been a year of cadre structuring, promotions, and new recruitments. I would like to begin thanking the UP government for approving through the cabinet the Mankikaran document. I think it's a historical document for all the 3 premier institutes of the state regarding sanctioning of new paramedical and medical positions according to the bed strength as well as for cadre structuring. With this, 35 new faculty have been recruited and they are on a contractual basis, and now our ad is ready to be floated for regular selections. And another 35 have been promoted. We have been able to do seamlessly the recruitment of new nurses, 376, 14 LDAs, lower division assistants, 17 pharmacists. Our College of Nursing got a big thrust. We were able to do a regular appointment of the vice principal and 9 tutors. I would like to thank the recruitment team because all these recruitments except the vice principal of the College of Nursing was done through a written test. And for nursing, we had 50 to 55,000 applications, and it was done in many centers all over the country. So I would like all these tests, both for LDAs, pharmacists, nurses, etc., has been done seamlessly through a written test. So it's on the basis of merit, and these new people will further improve the healthcare services of the institute. 200 paramedical staff have been promoted. So as of today, as I stand here, no more promotions are pending. There has been an infrastructure planning for almost next 25 years. Several of the projects have been completed, which the Honorable Deputy Chief Minister has inaugurated today and was already highlighted by Dr. Rai, Sujit Rai, the girls' hostel, the nurses' hostel, the maternal ICU, the pediatric and neonatal ICU, the new emergency wing enhancing our beds by 60, the thalassemia ward, and renovation of all the RAN baseras. Near completion is the Advanced Neurosciences Center. This is going to be a flagship center of this institute where advanced neurosurgery treatment will be offered to patients along with neurological treatment under one roof. We have initiated and planned already the programs, the projects which have been initiated already. There is one is the Center for Transplantation. Under one common roof, there will be a kidney transplant, bone marrow transplant, and also we are aiming to start pediatric liver transplant under one common roof so that all facilities are shared and not duplicated and triplicated. That project has been sanctioned by the UP government and the construction work is starting. Often we find that we suddenly want to do a new project and we don't have the infrastructure to do it. So the 10th floor of the academic block is being converted, which is lying vacant, is being converted into multi-purpose halls for a sudden expansion which is needed. For example, at the moment we want to start BSc paramedical courses, so we'll start them from here. Our Urban Health Training Center and Rural Health Training Center have also been, we've obtained funds from the UP government and the construction has started. An overhead bridge has been again sanctioned by the UP government to connect the hospital with the academic block. A dedicated radiology unit has been initiated for construction at the Ram Pratap Hospital for Mothers and Children, which will have, for that hospital, a dedicated CT scan, ultrasound, and imaging facilities, X-rays. The largest project, which is the new hospital block, phase 1 with 732 beds and a phase 2 with 400 beds, has also been designed by architects from Chennai and Bangalore. And it is with PWD. They have all started, the architects have already Government of India, and 60% is from Government of India and 40% from the state government. So that project has also been cleared by the EFC and the state government. So that project has also been cleared by the EFC, and construction work will soon start. This will be for our students and for the faculty and their children, this indoor sports stadium. We have planned a College of Nursing and Paramedical Sciences. In fact, its meeting was today in PWD, along with hostels for our MBBS students, again in the new campus. So that will soon go into the process and the buildings will start coming up. Our residence hostel, as per the Board of Governors, has been asked to be done on a PPP model, so we will start that soon also. As our Vice President was emphasizing, that these institutes should also spread out and serve the state. Human papilloma virus awareness and vaccination program. Free of cost, till date, we have been able to vaccinate 4,688 girls. This amounts to almost rupees 3 crores, which we got from various philanthropic organizations like Yuva Unstoppable NGO, Ekam Foundation, as well as some amount of money was granted by our Honorable Governor herself from the Raj Bhavan, because of her commitment to the cause of women and children. We have also done various awareness programs for cervical cancer and cervical cancer vaccine, and about 20,000 people have participated till date from various schools, colleges, and universities for these awareness programs. The Institute has launched a major millet awareness program called Shri Ann, as coined by our Honorable Prime Minister. A recipe book has been developed by the Dietetics Department in RML-IMS, and that recipe book has been so liked that every day we get calls from all over the state to send them this recipe book. It is entirely based on millets. One diet daily by our hospital kitchen for patients is millet-based. A Yog Shala has been established for scientific studies on health benefits on yoga. I must say that we, in the past 1 year, have adopted some very good governance practices. One, a team of faculty and senior nursing officers, senior nursing personnel here have started a regular nursing training education program. Every month, one topic is kept for the nursing, and currently the nursing education is going on for the ICU nurses. A robust patient feedback system has been started. No vendor is paid until there is a performance appraisal form which is filled by the users. This has been again a wonderful experience, a separate procurement cell for hospital has been established so that there are no delays in hospital procurements, the stationery, the linen, etc. And that has been a thundering success. There is a hospital maintenance cell so that if there's any breakdown, civil, electrical, AC, plumbing, it is reported to this hospital maintenance cell and addressed within a defined period of time, and an integrated command center linked to it, that even if there's a breakdown at night, this integrated command center informs the right people to address it. We've done a widespread vaccination of all our healthcare workers for hepatitis B. The most flagship program has been the establishment of a quality cell. After our NABH accreditation, we soon realized that it is important to maintain the quality standards in patient care. So the key performance indicators are regularly monitored, all related to quality patient care. And thereafter, a fish bone analysis is done and necessary action is taken. This quality cell is very active, and I would like to compliment the quality cell. All our purchases are going through a reverse auction. This year we saved almost close to 1 crore in reverse auction. Our students here have been very active in their extracurricular activities also, and since they are here, it's a vibrant campus with MBBS students, and they've been very active, and I would like to compliment them for organizing a very nice annual festival called Esperanza. Also, I would like to compliment all the MBBS students here for organizing and remembering our rich heritage, the Adi Shakti Ramatswa function. That was actually mesmerizing. The skit and the feeling and the thoughts with which you acted in it was really beautiful. In the end, I would like to thank all the faculty, staff, students for contributing in the growth and development of the institute, and all the dignitaries on the dais for gracing this occasion. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you, ma'am. It is our proud privilege to have the two stalwarts in the field of medicine and public health on our Foundation Day ceremony. At the same time, two stars on the dais of public health. First of all, I'd like to cordially invite our guest of honor for the day, who has contributed immensely to the public health cause of our own country as well as globally. Sir has done his PhD from All India Institute of Medical Sciences in Public Health, his MD Pediatrics from Lady Hardinge Medical College, and MBBS, the bachelor's from UCMS, Delhi. Sir has been the head of research and development for maternal, newborn, and adolescent health at WHO, the World Health Organization. Before that, Sir is also leading the newborn health research at WHO. Sir has been the scientist too at Department of Pediatrics, before that at All India Institute of Medical Sciences. Sir has conducted and led many research activities which has significant impact on the health policy and programs of our country, and had the potential of saving more than 10 lakhs lives per year. It's a big number. Sir has contributed to major innovations for newborn care, like early breastfeeding, exclusive breastfeeding it is, kangaroo mother care, home care for the infected newborns, and the neonatology cause. Sir has been a part of formulation of evidence-based global policy guidelines for the last 20 years. So at least 30 years of research, which is for public health, the cause of the people of this country. With these words, I would like to invite Dr. Rajiv Bahal sir, Secretary to Government of India, Department of Health Research, Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, Director General, Indian Council of Medical Research, to give his thought on research strengthening in general. Sir.
Thank you very much. I hope you can hear me. Respected Dr. V.K. Paul, Shri Parthasarthi Sen Sharma ji, Dr. Sonia Nityanand, Dr. Pradyuman Singh, Dr. A.K. Singh, the dais, and colleagues, students, and other friends. I'll take these few minutes that I have to talk about what you would expect me to is just about research, and research in your institution, and research that you can do in collaboration with the Indian Council of Medical Research and get support from the Indian Council of Medical Research. I'm greatly honored to be here. And in general, I want to first start by saying that medical research is not only a function or the forte of only institutes of national importance. To me, every institute in India, which is an institute of medical sciences like RML Institute of Manohar Lohia Institute of Medical Sciences, is an institute which has importance for this country. It is nationally important. So we cannot think of research as only the domain of INIs like AIMS and PGIs and SGPGI alone. So if I can encourage you in the next 7 minutes, 8 minutes to say, engage with research, then I would have succeeded in coming here and speaking with you and have something to do with doing that. I'll start with the extramural program of ICMR. Just to tell you that we have three investigator-initiated initiatives. One is called a small grants initiative, which is not so small because it gives research grants up to 2 crore rupees, each grant. And this year, we have given about 600 grants. And just to mention, 203 institutes, 203 different medical colleges or other institutions have received those grants. I did not have the time to check if RML is one of them, one of the 203, but I'm sure at least there will be one or two. They are not multiple, they may be one that you might have received. But please keep the number in mind. There are 203 institutions. They are not 203 INIs in this country. They are only a handful. Similarly, the intermediate grant, which is a bigger research study grant, which is 2 crore to 8 crore rupees, has been given. 101 grants have been approved to 58 institutions. Of them, I've just counted, less than 50% are INIs, or institutes of national importance. I'd like to read out the names of a few which are not INIs. Some you will expect, like CMC Vellore, St. John's, Aligarh Muslim University, JSS Mangalore, Mysore, but also Amrita Institute of Medical Sciences in Kochi, Manipal Institute, Madras Medical College. But then there are other names, of course, KGMU, MGMS Wardha, there is Osmania Medical College, there is Guru Gobind Singh Medical College in Faridkot, there is one in Bhatinda, there is the SCB College in Cuttack. Why do I read these names? These are not institutions where you would expect that such large grants would be given to because they are INIs and there's a culture of research. But there are good people everywhere. There are good investigators everywhere, and they have won these grants. So can you all, the faculty of Ram Manohar Lohia Institute. If you try and do this, you can get many of these grants, small grants, intermediate grants. They will come every year. The next round is going to happen starting in December. So be prepared. So two things that Dr. M.K. Bhan, who I consider my mentor, of course, and then I consider him one of the best medical researchers this country has produced, used to say, you have a good idea and you apply good methods to it, there is no way you will not succeed. So to people like Dr. Sonia Nityanand, I would say, have research methodology workshops. ICMR, if you need our help, we are very happy to do that for KGMU, for Ram Manohar Lohia, for other institutions in UP. UP is such an important state for India that our institutions should be doing high quality research, important research, relevant research. So we will be very happy if people come with ideas and they need help with methods to write their grants. So pre-grant writing workshops would be a very good way of encouraging at least getting a few people to start getting these grants, and then it becomes a culture of doing research. I also want to talk about Centers for Advanced Research, which is the same, which will come later. I will not say too much. Then I want to go to students. Many of you would be, I don't know if they participate, but there is MBBS student short-term studentships. There used to be 1,000 given all over the country. It has been increased to 2,000 and fixed at 2% of all medical seats in the country. So when medical seats will increase, these will also increase. And this is medical students interested in research and the faculty who want to guide them to learn research. This will be at 25,000 rupees 3 times, 25,000 in second year, 25,000 third year, 25,000 fourth year. For students to engage in a research project, they can continue to do it over, let's say, their summer vacation during these 3 years, for them to learn about research and actually do a small research project. So use that opportunity. There also, we have increased the number. There used to be 100 MD, MS, or MS, MD or MS students for their thesis who used to get a best thesis award of 1 lakh, 50,000 rupees, then it increased to 1 lakh rupees. Now there will be 400 such awards for best thesis in MD, MS. In addition, this year, along with the National Medical Commission, we have come out with, in each specialty, a list of MD thesis topics that MD, MS students can readily choose from. Because these are topics which are important for clinical care and important for public health in India. And we have agreed with NMC that multiple students across different institutions in the country can pick the same topic if they want. And they can do this. We have also started a registry like CTRI, like the Clinical Trial Registry of India. There will be something called Medical Shodh Ganga, where all these PG students would be asked to upload their protocol and to upload finally the research paper that they write from this. So we as faculty encourage them, each one of your MD students or MS students, to do a small but good project. We will have 40,000 research papers in this country added every year. Today, I think it's less than 5% of those MD, MS theses actually are converted to a good research paper. This could be a very interesting way of promoting research in your institutions. I also want to talk about another program which could be of interest to you all, particularly the young faculty. We've decided to every year support 50 young faculty members in any institute to do a PhD. Register for a PhD either in your own institution or with the newly formed ACSIR, ICMR faculty for medical research, which will give degrees of PhD. You can do that, work in your own institution, but you will also get a grant of at least 30 lakh rupees if you register for a PhD for doing your research from ICMR. The purpose of this is to create physician scientists. There are 3 on the stage, including myself, who are MDs, who are also PhDs, Professor Paul, Dr. Nityanand, and myself, who are medical doctors. I don't know if the other 2 are also PhDs, but at least 3. And unless I'm not saying everybody becomes a MD, PhD, but even if 10 to 20% of our faculty, including clinical faculty, not only pre-para, of course, microbiology, pathology, they are also extremely important, but also the clinical surgical side and medical side. If we are going to do a PhD, you will create physician scientists, and we will do our best. We will support them. So this could be your first project. You register for a PhD in an institute like ICMR Academy or an institute like KGMU, you automatically will get a grant if you are selected in the top 50. And this 50 is just a starting point. We will increase these numbers as we go along. So these are the opportunities that I wanted to talk to you about. But largely it is all in your hands. If you think that who is a true medical college faculty has to be a very good teacher, has to be a good clinician or a service provider if you are in the lab side, but also a good researcher. Unless you do all 3, you are not really doing justice to being a faculty at an institute of medical sciences. And that is where I am really asking you for that commitment, for that interest, particularly from assistant professors, associate professors, additional professors, and even, of course, professors. But it is in your hands. If we want to fulfill our Honorable Prime Minister's dream of being Viksit Bharat and his call for Jai Anusandhan, we cannot do it without research and innovation. That is my strongest belief. There is no developed country that doesn't do research and innovation in all areas. So we cannot do it in every area, but medical sciences is our forte, and we can contribute to Viksit Bharat through that. Thank you very much. Jai Hind.
या इन एनी काइंड ऑफ सिस्टम, कुछ लोग ऐसे ज़रूर होते हैं जो अपने काम के अलावा भी कुछ काम ऐसे ज़रूर करते हैं जिससे उस संस्थान का नाम रोशन होता है। और वो हमारे छात्र भी हो सकते हैं, वो हमारे एम्प्लॉयज़ भी हो सकते हैं, वो फैकल्टी भी हो सकती है, वो चाहे खेल कूद का क्षेत्र हो या प्रशासनिक कार्यों का क्षेत्र हो या सांस्कृतिक परिचर्चाओं या कार्यक्रमों का क्षेत्र हो। तो अगर उन्हें सम्मानित करना है तो आज से उपयुक्त कोई दिवस नहीं हो सकता। सो आई रिक्वेस्ट आवर रिस्पेक्टेड डीन प्रोफेसर प्रद्युम्न सिंह जी to announce the awards for sports, cultural, the research awards, and extraordinary workmanship. Professor Pradyumna Singh ji.
Thank you, Dr. Sujit. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, honorable dignitaries on the dais and off the dais. Before I announce the award, let me assure you, sir, as you said, there is a lot of environment for research at RMLIMS, and the institute has already been holding research methodology workshops, and in future also we plan to hold such workshops and encourage our young and dynamic faculty and even MBBS students to get actively involved into good high quality research. And in fact, regarding the extramural grants, yesterday's annual research day oration, that theme, the oration was also about the tools and tips for extramural grants and that was very well attended by our faculty and students as well. So we are already in that direction, sir. Thank you so much for your advice. Now coming to the exciting part of the function, which is much awaited by the students, that's the announcement of the awards. We begin with the MBBS students first. And the annual festival of these MBBS students, Esperanza 2023, which was held in September first week, which involved all these students, about 800 of them, and they showed full josh and vigor and their full mettle, and actively participated with team spirit in that Esperanza event, which included sports, literary, and cultural extravaganza. Many of these awards were already given, and selected awards I'm going to announce now. The best sport, may I call the dignitaries to kindly felicitate the students to please come forward.
स्टूडेंट्स का अवार्ड है, फिर भी तालियां नहीं है, इतने सारे स्टूडेंट्स हैं.
The best sportsman for the year 2023 male goes to Mr. Lakshya Gautam of MBBS batch 2020. Lakshya Gautam, please. The best sportsman for the year 2023 female goes to Ms. Pallavi Chaudhary of MBBS batch 2020. The best sportsman for the year 2023 female also goes to Ms. Shailja Malik of MBBS batch 2021. The best student in cultural activities for the year 2023 male goes to Mr. Sri Gopal of MBBS batch 2021. The best student in cultural activities for the year 2023 for female goes to Ms. Himanshi Vash, MBBS batch 2020. The best student in literary activities goes to Mr. Sri Gopal of MBBS batch 2021. Sri Gopal. The best student for the literary activities female for the year 2023 goes to Ms. Payasi Shakya of MBBS batch 2020. These were the MBBS student awards. The team awards have already been given earlier. Now I'm going to announce the annual research day, which was held yesterday, category awards. The Best Paper Award to Faculty in Basic Sciences for published research goes to Dr. Arpita Singh from Department of Pharmacology. The Best Paper Award to Faculty in Clinical Sciences for published research goes to Dr. Dinkar Kulshrestha of Department of Neurology. This is the Best Paper Award for Faculty in Clinical Sciences for published research. The Best Research Award to Faculty in Basic Sciences for unpublished research goes to Dr. Soumya Shukla from Department of Pathology. The Best Research Award to Faculty in Clinical Sciences for unpublished research goes to Dr. Anurag Agarwal from Department of Anesthesiology. The Best Research Award to residents and /research scholars in basic sciences goes to Dr. Shipra Dobal from Department of Microbiology. The Best Research Award to a resident in clinical sciences goes to Dr. Ranjit Singh of Department of Nephrology. The Best Research Award to an MBBS student goes to Ms. Satakshi Sangal of MBBS Batch 2019. moving on to the next category of awards are the Directors' Appreciation Medals for outstanding contribution to the Institute by nursing and paramedical category staff. For this, I call upon Mrs. Kamini Kapoor, our nursing superintendent. Mrs. Alpna Charles, also nursing superintendent. Mrs. Poonam Tiwari, our senior dietitian. Mrs. Priyanka Pandey, Technical Officer in the Department of Pathology. Mr. Dinesh Kumar Ratnakar, Technical Officer, Radiology. Mr. Mohammad Khalid, our Medical Records Officer. The next category of awards are for the registered patents given to, and for this, Dr. Soumya Sankar Nath of Department of Anesthesiology for his patent on transducer level adjustment device. He has designed a device which can ascertain remotely that a particular device is at the level of a body part, although both are several feet away. Dr. Mohammad Kaif from Department of Neurosurgery for his posterior longitudinal ligament knife patent. The posterior longitudinal ligament cutting knife has unique pyramidal shape cutting edge. It slows the cutting and decompression of the posterior longitudinal ligament as its tip easily below the ligament and cuts the ligament as the knife is moved forward without causing compression and injury to the spinal cord. Next category of awards are for the publication of books to the faculty. The book is on emergency and trauma by Dr. Swagat Mahapatra, Department of Orthopedics, and Dr. Shiv Shankar Tripathi from Department of Emergency Medicine. Next is Dr. Neha Thakur from Department of Pediatrics for her Pediatric Trauma Resuscitation module. Dr. Soumya Sankar Nath, Department of Anesthesiology, for his competency-based textbook of anesthesiology. Thank you.
I requested all the dignitaries to please be there for a while, क्योंकि अभी तो स्टूडेंट्स की बात हो गई, एम्प्लॉयज़ की बात हो गई और रिसर्च डे विनर्स की बात हो गई, बट फैकल्टी अभी भी बची है for their outstanding contribution to the institute. For this, I'd like to call our Executive Registrar, Professor Jyotsna Agarwal ma'am, to announce the outstanding contribution to the institute award to the faculty members. Dr. Jyotsna Agarwal ma'am.
Thank you, Dr. Sujit. My greetings to the dignitaries on dais. It's my privilege today to announce the award winners for the Director's Appreciation Award for the faculty who've contributed to the growth of institute beyond their regular working duties, whatever are assigned to them. So this year our first awardee is Professor Atul Jain. Could I have a slide projected? So Professor Atul Jain is heading Department of Pharmacology, and he was the key person, the nodal coordinator for the NABH accreditation. What is the NABH accreditation? Our next awardee is Professor Pradyum Singh. He's professor in Department of Pathology. He is instrumental in establishing the examination cell in our new university. He was the controller of examinations for nearly 6 years, and he's put in a lot of hard work and efforts in establishing it. Our next awardee is Dr. Sujit Rai. He is additional professor in Department of Anesthesiology, and he is additional medical superintendent. Apart from his many contributions to the growth of institute, he was key person behind the recruitment of non-teaching staff, which was done after a gap of nearly 10 years. And now we have Dr. Smita Chauhan, our next awardee. She's additional professor in the Department of Surgical Gastroenterology. She's additional MS and faculty in charge quality cell. She was pivotal in getting us NABH accreditation. All of us are aware of that. And she also manages very beautifully the quality cell at our institute. So over to you, Dr. Sujit.
Thank you, ma'am, and thank you all the dignitaries for being there for long award function. Basically, we request all the dignitaries to please have a group photograph of the winners. Sir, आप बैठ सकते हैं. Requested all the winners to please come on the stage. थैंक यू एवरीवन। जैसा कि हमने अपने द्वितीय स्थापना दिवस से एक परिपाटी का आरंभ किया था, तो उस स्वस्थ परिपाटी को आगे बढ़ाते हुए आई वुड लाइक टू इनवाइट प्रोफेसर डॉक्टर अजितेश प्रकाश जैन, प्रोफेसर एंड हेड डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ कार्डियोवैस्कुलर थोरेसिक सर्जरी, टू इंट्रोड्यूस। आप सब समझ गए होंगे आज के हमारे स्थापना दिवस के फाउंडेशन डे ओरेशन के लिए फाउंडेशन डे ओरेटर प्रोफेसर डॉक्टर विनोद कुमार पाल सर। प्लीज सर।
थैंक यू सुजीत। इस कार्यक्रम की गरिमा बढ़ाने वाले, प्रदेश और इस संस्थान को अपने पदार्पण और आगमन से अभिभूत करने वाले डॉक्टर विनोद कुमार पॉल मुख्य अतिथि और स्थापना दिवस के वक्तृत्वकर्ता तथा माननीय सदस्य नीति आयोग भारत सरकार नई दिल्ली। इसके अलावा हमारे अति विशिष्ट अतिथि डॉक्टर राजीव कुमार बहल, सचिव स्वास्थ्य अनुसंधान विभाग एवं महानिदेशक भारतीय आयुर्विज्ञान संस्थान परिषद, जिसे आप ICMR के नाम से जानते हैं, भारत सरकार नई दिल्ली। हमारे संस्थान का और हमारे विभाग का नवीन प्रशासनिक नेतृत्व करने वाले ऊर्जावान हमारे आदरणीय उपाध्यक्ष महोदय एवं प्रमुख सचिव चिकित्सा शिक्षा श्री पार्थ सारथी सिंह शर्मा जी, और इस संस्थान की अब जानी मानी चेहरा जो भावभीनी, जिनको विदाई देने का कुछ समय में वक्त आ गया है, जो अब नवीन माननीय कुलपति महोदया डॉक्टर सोनिया नित्यानंद, जिनकी वजह से संस्थान आज इस प्रगति के स्तर पर पहुंचा है। इसके अलावा मंच पर मंचासीन मुख्य चिकित्सा अधीक्षक महोदय प्रोफेसर डॉक्टर AK सिंह, डीन संकाय अध्यक्ष डॉक्टर प्रद्युम्न सिंह, इस संस्थान में सभागार में उपस्थित समस्त विशिष्ट अति विशिष्ट अतिथिगण और संस्थान का प्रत्येक कार्मिक, शैक्षणिक गैर शैक्षणिक संकाय सदस्य, छात्र एवं मीडिया के हमारे कर्मी जो लोकतंत्र के चौथे स्तंभ हैं, आप सबको AP जैन का सादर निमन और मंचासीन अतिथियों को विशेष नमन, और मैं आपको वार्षिक स्थापना दिवस की हार्दिक शुभकामनाएं प्रदान करता हूं। डॉक्टर विनोद कुमार पॉल, ये एक वह नाम है जिसे आप लोग बहुत अच्छी तरह परिचित हैं। ये किसी परिचय के मोहताज नहीं है। ये मेरा सौभाग्य है और मुझे गर्व की अनुभूति हो रही है कि इस पटल से मुझे, जिनको मैं जानता तो कई दशकों से हूं, पर परिचय कराने का एक औपचारिक अवसर प्रदान हो रहा है। डॉक्टर विनोद पॉल has been the man you all know behind COVID vaccinations. He has been the man behind the very vibrant Ayushman Bharat Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana, ABPMJ, and he is honorable member of Niti Ayog, which has been recrescent from Planning Commission, and none of the health policies in the country related to health or medical education move and table without him. This is what you know about him. Now let me tell you something which you are not aware of, because otherwise the introduction will be incomplete. He has served on the faculty of the Department of Pediatrics, All India Institute of Medical Sciences, New Delhi from 1985 to 2020. He is a neonatologist by occupation and was head of the department for nearly a decade. And he is a globally recognized medical scientist and a public health exponent. Government of India appointed Dr. Paul as a member in the rank of Union Minister of State of the National Institution for Transforming India as the Niti Aayog is expanded, known as, in August 2017, where he leads the health, nutrition, and education verticals. He has played a pivotal role in formulating the Ayushman Bharat PMJ, the Ayushman Bharat Health and Wellness Center Scheme, and Poshan Abhiyan. Professor Paul also served as the chairman of the Board of Governors, as you are already aware, in the super session of the Medical Council of India from 2018 to 2020. The tenure was recognized for a record increase in undergraduate and postgraduate medical seats and introduction of telemedicine guidelines, district residency scheme, and a plethora of other reforms. Dr. Paul is a part of the core team of the Union government for COVID-19 pandemic response. He chairs the very powerful Empowered Group on Emergency Management Plan and Strategy, Empowered Group on Vaccination, the National Task Force on COVID-19, as well as the National Expert Group on Vaccine Administration for COVID-19, NEG, VAC, NAGVAC as it is known as. And Professor Paul, you will be surprised and astonished to know, has a whooping over 400 scientific publications and an H index of 62 to his credit. That is what the man sitting in flesh and blood here is. He featured amongst the world's top 2% scientists in the field of pediatrics, according to a study conducted at Stanford in 2020. He is a fellow of all the 3 science academies of the country, a rare exception, and a recipient of preeminent Dr. B.R. Ambedkar Centenary Award for Excellence in Biomedical Research by the Indian Council of Medical Research. He has been conferred with the prestigious Isan Dogramasi Family Health Foundation Prize by WHO at the 2018 World Health Assembly for his globally recognized service in the field of family health. He is much more beyond that. But I tell you, the fact that out of his busy itinerary and schedule, he found time and is gracing the occasion and has honored not only our institute, the state as a whole, that is overwhelming. और इन्हीं शब्दों के साथ with these words, I will like to put an end to my deliberation and my discourse and would like to ask Dr. Sujit to invite Dr. Paul for the moment we all are waiting for. So thank you very much. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. And now, as sir said, I request Professor Vinod Kumar Paul, sir, to please give the Foundation Day oration. Professor Vinod Kumar Paul, sir.
Good afternoon. Namaste, greetings. Honorable Deputy Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh, Shri Brajesh Pathak ji in absentia, but his presence was exhilarating, uplifting, and very honored that he was here and he graced the occasion and gave an inspiring speech. Dr. Rajiv Bahal, DGI CMR and Secretary, Department of Health Research, Government of India. My friend, Sri Partha Sarthi Sen Sharma ji, Principal Secretary, Government of Uttar Pradesh for Health as well as Medical Education. Madam Dr. Sonia Nityanand, Director of Ram Manohar Lohia Institute of Medical Sciences and Vice Chancellor KGMU. Pradyuman Singh ji, our Dean, and distinguished dignitaries in the audience, Professor Sanjeev Sharma sir, General Devgan, distinguished faculty of this sterling and shining Institute of Excellence, dear students, residents, staff. It's a true honor for me to be here on a very special day of this great institute. I'm so impressed by the work that has been carried out over a period of just 13 years. Your achievements are exceptional, and the report read by the director demonstrates how much work has been carried out here in terms of developing specialties, improving care, ensuring quality, ensuring overall growth of the institute in research domain, public outreach, student welfare, extracurricular activities. It's an outstanding example of achievements and a report card of achievements of this institute, for that matter, any institute. So congratulations, RML, IMS family. And also I like, in particular, to give a big recognition to the faculty of the institute, and again, even more particularly, to the director of the institute. So a big hand to our director, Madam Nityanand. Ma'am, your leadership is visible and your connect with the team is visible. We are very proud, and very proud also the fact that you have been picked up by the government of Uttar Pradesh to lead another great institute. And congratulations for that recognition. I'd like to congratulate the award winners. I'd like to congratulate the work in particular in attaining an ABH recognition for one of your major areas, and also the infrastructure expansion currently ongoing, as well as what you have envisaged. And we're very happy that so many building blocks and infrastructure blocks have been inaugurated today. उनका आज लोकार्पण हुआ है. It is my true honor to be a part of this important event. हमने किताबों के बारे में सुना, हमने डे केयर, PICU, मॉड्यूलर OT, maternal ICU, thalassemia ward, hostels, books, other achievements, publications. It's a absolutely exceptional achievement, list of achievements that I've heard today, and I salute the Institute for your achievements, and I do know that this institute will reach exceptional heights on the academic platform of the country and of the world. As I was telling Partha Sarthiji, that it has the underpinnings to emerge as an institute of super excellence. It will be visible nationally and, of course, internationally. That's the DNA, and your early achievements clearly show me that we are going to be having a different trajectory and a very high trajectory. So congratulations. Keep working hard. Keep working hard. I'd like to return to what some of the things that you may like to focus. But before that, let me say that, as Partha Sarthiji said, that India and Uttar Pradesh is passing through a transformative journey in the health sector. The last 9 years nationally have been so important in improving health services, health infrastructure, human resources, and so on. And Uttar Pradesh has done more than its part in taking forward those and other ideas for this wonderful state under the leadership of the Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh and the Deputy Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh, who has this portfolio for health and medical education. Nationally, you have heard, and it's a reassurance to our students, that postgraduate seats have been doubled from about 32,000 seats in NMC and NBE system. We now have more than 68,000 seats. तो आपको कुछ वरी ज़्यादा नहीं होनी चाहिए पीजी के बारे में, और भी रास्ते खुल रहे हैं। एश्योर रहिए, बल्कि सीटें खाली जा रही हैं और हमें उसका भी इलाज करना है। तो एक बहुत बड़ी बात हुई है पीजी सीट्स की। Undergraduate seats from 52,000 have gone up to 108,000, more than double. Medical colleges have gone up nationally from 387 to 716. And Uttar Pradesh has given us a very special lead with an aspirational goal of having one medical college every district. It's a dream goal. And you have shown the path, Government of Uttar Pradesh, and sir, you have shown that leadership that this can be achieved, this can be translated into action. So many medical colleges coming up with quality, with great infrastructure to create the pathways for creating the human resources for health in enough numbers and great quality is an endeavor that you are successfully pursuing, and I salute you. You are also taking very significant measures in improving the quality of nursing education and also extending those initiatives to allied health professional education in a very holistic way. In the last 9 years, in the health sector, as was stated by Parthasarathy ji, again, there are 3 major areas of work that we are very proud of. Apart from the pipeline for human resources, the primary healthcare paradigm of the nation has changed. With Ayushman Bharat Health and Wellness Centers, 160,000 of them, one for about 5,000 to 6,000 population, in which we have a new provider, the community health officer, has been put in place. These centers provide as many as 105 medicines at the sub-center level, 172 medicines at the PSC, Health and Wellness Center, 14 diagnostics at the sub-center level, and 63 diagnostics at the PSC level. This will reduce the out-of-pocket expense of the people because 2/3 of expenses are due to drugs and diagnostics. We would like us to work very strongly towards strengthening the primary healthcare system and ensuring systematically that these sites embrace all the 12 packages systematically, step by step, and very soon with high quality and coverage. The focus currently, apart from maternal, newborn, and child health and communicable disease, has been non-communicable diseases, diabetes, hypertension, and cancers. But we will also move systematically at the primary care level for mental health, care of the elderly, eye care, ENT, palliation, and so on, in due course. And those efforts are afoot. I'm very impressed having visited the urban health center as well as the sub-center health and wellness center this morning, along with Dr. Bahal and MD NHM, that the great work that has been envisaged by the Honorable Prime Minister to strengthen primary health care under Ayushman Bharat is unfolding with effective coverage and great success in the state of Uttar Pradesh. I may also like to mention here that through Jan Aushadhi scheme, the Pradhan Mantri Jan Aushadhi scheme, a large number of drugs, almost 1,800 drugs and surgical equipment, another 200, are being made available at a very low cost compared to the market cost. In 9 years, we believe $2 billion saving has accrued to the people of India. Just to tell you how the policy makers, led by the Prime Minister, are working hard to ensure access of services, access of medicines, and also at the same time reducing the out-of-pocket expenditure and catastrophic expenses, जिसकी वजह से घर बर्बाद हो जाते हैं. उस कॉन्टेक्स्ट में आयुष्मान भारत प्रधानमंत्री जन आरोग्य योजना में जो उत्तर प्रदेश ने लीड ली है, हम देख रहे हैं कि सबसे ज़्यादा कोहॉर्ट को हमने कार्ड बांटे हैं. It's a great achievement, and I salute the people of Uttar Pradesh. I salute the government of Uttar Pradesh for having achieved that, because that guarantee of health assurance of rupees 5 lakh for 1,400 packages, practically everything, including kidney transplant and cancers, is something very special. And our nation has shown that such a scheme, the largest such scheme in the world, can be delivered effectively. And the achievements in Uttar Pradesh, the most populous of our states, is therefore has achieved, made progress, which is a role model progress that you have made, makes us feel very, very proud. In the sphere of digital health, 47 crore Abha accounts have been opened. 47 crore people have a digital ID, digital health ID. And total population is, as you know, 140 crore. तो 47 करोड़ की एक इलेक्ट्रॉनिक आईडी हेल्थ की बन गई है. 2025 तक 100 करोड़ का बनाना है. उसमें भी आप जो लीड ले रहे हो, वी आर वेरी प्राउड. ई संजीवनी के द्वारा 18 करोड़ कंसल्टेशंस हो गई हैं, और उसको हमने बिल्कुल एक्टिव चलते हुए देखा है. आपके हेल्थ एंड वेलनेस सेंटर्स में, मेडिकल कॉलेजेस में वो सब लग गया है. टेलीमानस के द्वारा रोज़ 2000 के करीब मेंटल हेल्थ कंसल्टेशंस हो रही हैं. I would like you to know that there is a wonderful calling system and call center and care center available to you, to all people of our nation, in your own language, 20 languages, in your privacy. You can reach out for consultation for any mental illness, stress, anxiety, 24/7. और रोज़ 2000 ऐसी कंसल्टेशंस हो रही हैं. इसको हमें बढ़ाना है. The phone number is 144661. उसका उपलब्ध, उसको इस्तेमाल करना चाहिए. Before I move to other aspects, let me also highlight the fact that health is not only the final result of what we do in the health sector, but also what we do outside the health sector. And these 10 years you have seen that through Swachh Bharat, rural India is open defecation free. More than 10 crore toilets have been built. To ensure clean air inside the houses and reducing drudgery of our families, more than 10 crore Ujjwala connections, gas connections have been provided, cooking gas connections have been provided, which again would improve the health of people. But also, interestingly, and you may not know this fact very openly, every second a new water connection, tap connection is being implemented. Every second एक नया tap उपलब्ध हो रहा है families को. In rural India, the coverage of tapped clean potable water was only 17% about 4 years ago. Today it's close to 70% households have their own individual tap. So clean water, clean air, clean soil will also contribute toward health, and of course attached to these initiatives that are being taken to promote positive health through yoga, through Ayush, which is also thriving very well. This is to let you know that you are passing through a special phase, dear students and residents and faculty, in the health sector. Holistically, there is so much more that I can add to this, including investments to the tune of 65,000 crore under PM ABHIM scheme, which is another infrastructure scheme under which the critical care centers are being developed. And all this and more has been taken forward for people of Uttar Pradesh very, very effectively under the leadership of the Honorable Chief Minister and the Deputy Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh. I'd like to now return to the Institute once again. हम एक स्पेशल टाइम में गुजर रहे हैं. डॉक्टर बहल ने कहा कि विकसित भारत की तरफ बढ़ना है, ये अमृतकाल चल रहा है, तो इसमें हम सबकी जिम्मेवारी एज सोल्जर्स ऑफ द हेल्थ सेक्टर बहुत ज़्यादा बढ़ जाती है. सबसे पहले तो ऑप्टिमिज्म की काम करके दिखाना है, और काम होगा, हम वहाँ पहुँच सकते हैं. ये कॉन्फिडेंस, ये ऑप्टिमिज्म हमें लेके चलना है. फिर हमने अपनी भूमिका निभानी है इसमें. जो भी हमारा वोकेशन, रोल, कर्मयोग, कर्म है, वो हमने निभाना है. इन दिनों में हमने अपने हेल्थ सेक्टर को भी उस पादान तक ले जाना है जो कि विकसित देशों का हेल्थ सेक्टर होता है. So let me give one example of one indicator. Let's start with human resources. Human resources, let's say doctors. Currently we are for allopathic doctors at about 1 per 1,000. And Ayush add karte hain to 1.3. But in developed nation, as we understand, the doctor population ratio is 3. 2.5 to 3 or even more. We have to work relentlessly to improve the number of our providers, whether they are doctors or nurses or allied professionals. Systematically, we need 3 to 4 nurses per doctor. Currently, we are just about under 2, including the ANMs. तो ये जर्नी अभी पूरी नहीं हुई है. फिर डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन की बात है, फिर क्वालिटी की बात है कि जो हम HR प्रोड्यूस करें वो हाई क्वालिटी, हाई स्किल्ड होना है. वहाँ हमारे टीचर्स का रोल आता है. Having said that, I also want to emphasize that our challenge to have MBBS level doctors is one, but the deficit for specialists is even more acute. So a clear focus, जैसे इस इंस्टीट्यूट में किया है, हम PG पे बहुत एक स्ट्रॉन्ग अच्छा फोकस दे रहे हैं, वो बहुत ज़रूरी है. अगर हम डॉक्टर्स का डेफिसिट का रेशियो जैसे बनाया तो 1/3 है, अगर 3 तक पहुंचना है मान लो, ओके, उससे भी कमी है. लेकिन when I look at the deficit of specialists as to what we have and what we should have, it is 1/5, more acute. So please, all of us, a lot of very senior leaders of the profession are sitting here, and the government is represented here. The special focus on specialist training and all the opportunities to make sure that should happen, including the system of National Board of Examinations through which trainings can be done. So remember, we need to move in that direction. Another indicator, the life expectancy of the people of developed nations is above 80, 82, 83, 84, 85, mid-80s में जाके आते. We are at 70. We still have a long way to go. It would mean that we will have to strengthen primary healthcare, secondary healthcare, tertiary healthcare to make sure that the avoidable mortality is addressed. Avoidable mortality of children and mothers, we have made significant progress. But avoidable mortality, changeable mortality due to diseases, non-communicable diseases, diabetes, hypertension, stroke, cancer, road traffic accidents, and so on, has to change. So please not achieve our SDGs, and we will lag behind in our journey toward Viksit Bharat. Viksit Bharat के लिए healthy nation होना ज़रूरी है. Health is an enabler toward that goal of Viksit Bharat. उससे पहले हमें अचीव करना पड़ेगा वो लेवल हेल्थ सिस्टम का, हेल्थ सर्विसेज का, हेल्थ इंडिकेटर्स का, जो कि उन देशों में जिसके ऊपर हम नज़र रख रहे हैं उनका हो. 47 तक से पहले हमें बहुत सारी चीज़ें करनी पड़ेंगी ताकि एक हेल्दी नेशन एक डेवलप्ड नेशन को लेके आए. I like to make three or four points now specifically. One, we have a scheme about which the mention was made, the district residency program. एक नई scheme है. Very proud that this was conceived by the Board of Governors in supersession of MCI, in which the purpose is that all the postgraduate students, residents that is, in second and third year, particularly second year, are posted in district and sub-district hospitals to learn and to serve. This is a win-win situation because 68,000 PGs moving to district hospitals and sub-district hospital, spending 3 months means at any given time, a quarter of this 15,000, 20,000 are out there in the district system, contributing towards services, contributing toward public health for those who are coming to community medicine, for example, and labs. It is our estimate that if we operationalize it fully, at any given time, all our district hospitals will have 5 to 10 residents any given time. Imagine what it means to have 5 house surgeon, resident level people in every district working continuously all the time and strengthening the specialties and care. This gives you 2 gains. One, I learn better because that is the place where I have to serve. I see the clinical material, so my training improves. But I am also strengthening the services when I am there of the government and the public health system. And there is a third attraction that because 1/4 of the residents are off location, the medical colleges can increase seats, PG seats, to that extent because medical college can now accommodate another 1/4 of the seats because 1/4 has gone away. So there are these 3 advantages of this. But I want you to remember that the success of district residency program is to be nurtured by the medical college itself also. Your students, when you go there, they must remain a connect with the clinical teams, with the respective departments. You ensure that you are mentoring them for their learning. आप disconnect नहीं होना है. डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ मेडिसिन का जा रहा है, पीडियाट्रिक्स का जा रहा है, वो जो बच्चे जहाँ भी हैं उनके टच में रहने का सिस्टम होना चाहिए. उनके लिए वर्चुअल opportunity to connect, to learn, to be part is now possible through the IT system. आपकी mentoring का काम वहाँ खत्म नहीं होता है. Then there is a role for the Department of Medicine, Department of Health, because they are housed in the district health system, and Department of Medical Education to make sure that all the coordination and mentoring and support is provided. So I urge you that kindly convert this opportunity into service at scale and learning at scale with the gains to the people. And I encourage you to please review this, how we can strengthen it, because it has at least 3 partners, and the 4th one are the institutions where the students will go. We will not forget from the institute that our students are somewhere else, and their teaching and their connect with the teachers must be maintained. They should be mentored, supported, and their anxieties, worries, problems should be addressed. The health department should make sure that the services that they are getting out of them are respected, are nurtured, and they get the comfort that they expect, and security and safety that the students expect to be ensured. My second input to you is, I'm very proud that you have the kidney transplant program, ma'am. That's been going on very well. You also said that we are building infrastructure for other transplant systems under one roof. So my aspiration is, when can we start liver transplant? What is the date? 3 years, 2 years, or 1 year? 1 year. हम 1 साल में liver transplant शुरू करेंगे, sir. ये मैं इनसे promise चाहूँगा सब मिलके यहाँ पे, because these are the markers of being different from others. What distinguishes institution A from B? Many things perhaps, but one marker is capability to do complex transplant and not easy to establish. We work hard. It's not easy. So we will take the tougher path, and I request that, let's say in 1 year time, when you meet again for the foundation day, we would have instituted liver transplant, and you already have taken steps. So already path has been covered, thinking has been covered, and let's hope that we can establish liver and bone marrow transplant within a year. This is my expectation and a request. And also please encourage cadaveric transplants. Also organ retrieval center is one intermediate step that you may like to establish. Certifying brain stem death is another precursor to this. So please move in the direction of deceased organ transplantation. Take those steps. We have simplified a lot of things on transplant. We'll be happy to handhold you as required. Working with the government of UP, we will take those, assist you in doing so. But let's do this difficult task, because then you will start getting matched with some of the other institutions with which we must compete. And I know this capable faculty and consultants and your leadership will make it possible. My third take is the following, and a request. You have a community medicine department. We were so delighted to see their participation at the Urban Health Center. Interns were there, a faculty member was there. So here is a challenge. On behalf of Uttar Pradesh government, I'm making a challenge. You said, sir, that they should play a role outside the walls of this institute. And indeed, this is true for all centers of excellence. Dr. Sanjeev Mishra ji is here. All AIMSs, including mine and yours. We are not confined to the walls. Our role, our impact, our possibilities to serve the nation go well beyond the boundaries of the institute. That's how you are different. So my take and request is, we will work hard, take a district and demonstrate elimination of TB by the end of 2024 in that district. Community medicine department, are you there? Any of you? Ma'am, can we do it? करके दिखाते हैं ना, 25 तक तो यूपी में वैसे ही हो जाना है, तो 24 में हम करके दिखाएंगे. Students will learn, the government will learn, people will appreciate. This institute will become a bigger brand. So that's the third take. So strong DRP, role model district residency program, transplant programs, and demonstrating in one Zilla, elimination of TB, every which way. Cover the gap that is needed. You have the lab, you have wonderful researchers, you have ICMR to assist you, the government to assist you. Be the role model. Before the end of 2024, not 25, we will demonstrate how to eliminate TB effectively through science-based, evidence-based, nationally accepted nationally accepted strategies. We will demonstrate that we can do it. My fourth request, we have to be very high on NIRF ranking. NIRF ranking, put the medical colleges in a certain order. Where ma'am is going is at 12. Ma'am, you are going at 12, Dr. Nityanand, ma'am. We would like to see Ram Manohar Lohia, Institute of Medical Sciences, within 50 in the next 3 years. Faculty, will you make an effort? ऐसे compete करना पड़ेगा. हम अलग कैसे होंगे? देश के लेवल पे कैसे दिखेंगे? तो NIRF रैंकिंग में ऊपर आना है, उसको समझ लीजिए वो कैसे आया जाता है, चाहे रिसर्च है, चाहे कम्युनिटी सर्विस है, फैकल्टी है, यूजी प्रोग्राम, इतना इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर बन गया, इतनी जोश है 13 साल में आपने किया है. इट इज़ विद इन योर रीच. और 50 तो मैं थोड़ा मॉडेस्ट होकर ही बोल रहा था, क्योंकि 12-14 एम्स आ जाते हैं बीच में अब. तो 50 से शुरू करते हैं 3 साल के अंदर. 1 साल तो ये निकल गया, तो 3 साल मतलब 23 रैंकिंग हो चुकी है. तो हम 26 तक कोशिश करेंगे कि हम 50 में आएंगे और 30 तक हम 20 में आएंगे. आई वुड लाइक अस टू वर्क, एंड इफ we'll work together if need be how to go about doing it. In order to do that, and in order to move in the direction of excellence, there are 2 things that I have learned from my institute. One, उस तरफ बढ़ना है तो ये जो हमारा काम है, ये 9 to 4 और 9 to 5 वाली नौकरियां काम नहीं है. Are we okay with that? हमारे कल्चर में एम्स कल्चर की बात होती रहती है, फिर हम कहते हैं कि बाकी जगह भी ऐसा कल्चर जाए. हम न्यू एम्स को भी कहते रहते हैं, पीजीआई के कल्चर की बात करते हैं. तो उस कल्चर में 2 बातें मैं कहना चाहूँगा. पहली बात है, या 2 या 3, कि वो 9 to 5 वाली थिंकिंग नहीं होती, बिल्कुल नहीं होती. हम तब तक वहाँ हैं जब तक हमारी ज़रूरत है, चाहे पढ़ाने की बात है, चाहे पेशेंट केयर की बात है, कि ऑपरेटेड पेशेंट को बिना देखे मैं घर नहीं जाऊँगा. और ओटी 8:15 बजे शुरू हो जाए. सो प्लीज़ ये भूल जाइए. अगर हम सेंटर ऑफ एक्सीलेंस बनना है और ग्लोबल लेवल जाना है, तो 9 to 5 मेंटालिटी को बाहर रख दीजिए. आपने वैसे एक बहुत अच्छा काम किया हुआ है मैम, एंड गवर्नमेंट ऑफ उत्तर प्रदेश की, आपने यहाँ प्राइवेट प्रैक्टिस अलाउ नहीं करी है. बहुत अच्छा किया है, क्योंकि एक्सीलेंस की जो बातें आज हमने देखी, आपका ब्रांड के प्रति प्यार, प्राइड, रिसर्च, NABH एक्रेडिटेशन, ये बातें जब वो चीज़ वहाँ होती है जहाँ ये नहीं आती है, वो बड़ा मिनिमलिस्टिक मॉडल बन जाता है. तो आई सैल्यूट यू फॉर सेक्रीफाइसिंग द अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ ऑफ, लेट्स से सिंपली मनी मेकिंग, by working here. Therefore, I'm hopeful that we will also create a culture and will brand our culture, which is the culture of centers of excellence worldwide. और उसमें एक एलिमेंट ये है, और सेकंड एलिमेंट है, मैं कहना चाहूँगा, अगर वो आई एम नॉट श्योर कि आपके पास है वो ये नहीं है, मैं ये कहना चाहूँगा कि आफ्टरनून में क्लिनिक, स्पेशलिटी के क्लिनिक होने चाहिए। हो सकता है आपका हो, मैं चेक नहीं कर पाया। इससे क्या मतलब है? मान लीजिए हम पीडियाट्रिक्स में हैं, तो सुबह का ओपीडी तो जनरल ओपीडी 2 बारी करेंगे, हफ्ते में एक टीम आती है या 3 बारी करेंगे, बाकी दिन राउंड करते हैं, टिपिकल यही होता है। आफ्टरनून में एक दिन पीडियाट्रिक न्यूरोलॉजी का ओपीडी हो, स्पेशली वहाँ पेशेंट आए आपके, एंडोक्राइन का हो, आप कार्डियोलॉजी में हैं तो एक दिन एरिथमिया का हो, एक दिन रिफ्रैक्टरी हार्ट फेलियर का हो, वगैरह वगैरह। One of the things which has made AIIMS as AIIMS is having these specialty clinics, afternoon clinics from the very beginning. There you maintain detailed records. You follow up the patient systematically. Now partly with telemedicine, that became the basis of research, and that is what took AIIMS faculty to become heroes. Specialties भी उसी में से emerge हुए, और वो records अगर आप देखोगे चले हुए हैं कब के, हमारे टीचर्स के चले हुए हैं। तो मैं रिक्वेस्ट करूंगा कि सब डिपार्टमेंट, दिस इज एन इंग्रेडिएंट ऑफ एक्सीलेंस, मैं उस नज़र से कह रहा हूँ, ये काम देने की नज़र से नहीं कह रहे हम आपसे। प्लीज थिंक, हाउ विल यू इवॉल्व फ्रॉम वन कार्डियोलॉजी डिपार्टमेंट इनटू स्पेशलिस्ट इन से एरिथमिया मैनेजमेंट? हाउ विल यू इवॉल्व फ्रॉम पीडियाट्रिक सर्जरी, जनरल पीडियाट्रिक सर्जरी, टू स्पेशलाइजिंग इन लेट्स से urological disorders, the next level? यह तब आएगा जब हम उन पेशेंट्स को अच्छी तरह से ऑपरेट करेंगे, ट्रीट करेंगे, फॉलोअप करेंगे, उनका आउटकम्स देखेंगे। तो मेरी रिक्वेस्ट होगी कि हम स्पेशलिटी क्लिनिक्स आफ्टरनून में शुरू करें। डिपार्टमेंट की स्ट्रेंथ के ऊपर है, बहुत बड़ा डिपार्टमेंट है तो 12 क्लिनिक भी होते हैं, 18 होते हैं मेरे यहाँ पे। शुरुआत करो, 2 करिए, उसी वो ही रास्ता है फॉर फर्दर स्पेशलाइजेशन। सो आई अर्ज यू एंड आई चार्ज यू दैट प्लीज एस्टैब्लिश स्पेशलिटी केयर, further specialty care within your specialty. Neurosurgery is a specialty, but within that there is another level, whether you are doing spinal related surgeries or you are being specialized on deep tumors and so, or stroke. Sorry, stroke is neurology, but specialized areas of oncology, etc. तो उसको करने के लिए जो ground of learning है, further pushing the frontier, doing it through self-learning and topped up with organized learning is the pathway through clinics. So ये एक मेरी आपसे request होगी कि आप इसका consideration करिए. My last request is to please recognize, and here पार्थसारथी सेन शर्मा सर, आपके लिए भी मैं कहना चाहूँगा कि जो पाथवे और स्पेशलिस्ट ट्रेनिंग है, DNB का पाथवे, वो भी हमारा है, देश का ही, वो कोई अलग नहीं है. थ्रू DNB structured apprenticeship training, PG training is all about apprenticeship. Specialist training is about by doing. You don't need lecture theaters or lectures for that matter. It's doing. It's a standard model the world over. So NBE system provides that pathway in addition to the NMC path, which you are more familiar with, to become specialists. वो दूसरे नहीं है, वो भी देश के ही स्पेशलिस्ट बनेंगे, करेंगे. NBE का footprint is more in the private sector. I'm not sure how many of them are here in Lucknow, but in state of UP, I'm sure there's a lot of NBE program. वो करे जा सकते हैं. आपका NMC का रूट है. मेरी रिक्वेस्ट आपसे ये है कि हो सके तो उनको अपने साथ जोड़िए. अगर सिटी में मान लीजिए नेशनल बोर्ड के अंदर एक DNB प्रोग्राम जनरल सर्जरी का हो रहा है, तो आपका सर्जरी का डिपार्टमेंट उनकी क्लासेस ले ले, आपके सिमुलेशन लैब में आ जाएं, आप केस डिस्कशन कर दीजिए, सेमिनार में जोड़ लीजिए, ऑटोप्सी मीटिंग्स होती हैं उसमें जोड़ लीजिए, क्लिनिकल ग्रैंड राउंड्स में जो ये दिल खोल के करिए. Because they are also ultimately going to serve the people. They are also an asset of the nation. हम भी नेशन का हिस्सा है. ये जो एसेट बने हैं ये पीपल ऑफ इंडिया, भारत के सिटीजन्स ने ही पैसा दे के ये बनाया है, अलग नहीं है, मेरा तेरा नहीं है इसमें कुछ भी. वही रिसोर्स यहाँ है, तो उसको मैं समझूंगा कि किसी एक तो डीएनबी का दायरा बढ़ाने में मदद करिए, लेकिन डीएनबी को जो सपोर्ट एज इंस्टीट्यूट हम दे सकें, प्री क्लिनिकल की उनको ज़रूरत पड़ती है, रेडियोलॉजी की ज़रूरत पड़ती है, मैं चाहूँगा कि इन प्रिंसिपल उसके ऊपर हम काम करें। ये एक ही सेक्टर है, एक ही टीम है, टीम इंडिया, और उसमें बढ़ोतरी मिलेगी, उनकी क्वालिटी बेटर होगी, आपके साथ मेल होगा, आपको भी लर्निंग का मौका मिलेगा, स्टूडेंट्स की फ्रेंडशिप होगी, बॉन्डिंग होगी. सो दिस इज़ माई रिक्वेस्ट. एन इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ दिस लेवल विच इज़ अ सेंटर ऑफ एक्सीलेंस would also be helping others. And Partha Sarthiji also said that you please help other medical colleges, which is another extension of the work that you are now in a position to do because you are so good and you are so motivated and your strength is so much, and the people of the state have invested so much of their own resources for your infrastructure and for your fulfillment of your mandate. Lastly, to the students, 2 requests. One, believe in the brand of your institute. Do you have the confidence, students, residents? Am I hearing you? जोर से बोलो. हमारा जो RML IMS का ब्रांड है, उसमें आपको फेथ रखना है, उसको आपने आगे बढ़ाना. ये छोटा ब्रांड नहीं है. इतनी अचीवमेंट्स आज हमने देखी हैं, आप जानते हो मेरे से बेहतर. तो इस ब्रांड को हमने ऊपर लेके जाना है, आपने मेहनत करनी है. और उस मेहनत में मैं कहना चाहूँगा, जो एक्सीलेंस का पैरामीटर होता है, उसको सोच के चलना है. उसका क्या मतलब है कि हम जो भी करें बहुत अच्छा करें. हम थीसिस करें तो अच्छा करें. हम एक रीडिंग ले रहे हैं तो एक्यूरेट रीडिंग लें. हम एक प्रिस्क्रिप्शन लिख रहे हैं, पूरी प्रिस्क्रिप्शन लिखो. पीडियाट्रिक्स में कहते हैं वज़न, इम्यूनाइजेशन, डेवलपमेंट, हिस्ट्री, छोटी एग्जामिनेशन, ये हर कार्ड पे आपका दिखना चाहिए. उसको एक्सीलेंस बोलेंगे. कभी कभी लिखोगे तो वो नहीं है. पेशेंट से बात करेंगे तो पूरी बात करो, जो कहा गया है. 4 पॉइंट बोलने हैं डायरिया में: कंटिन्यू फीडिंग, गिव ORS, फिर एक्सप्लेन करो, गिव जिंक, फिर एक्सप्लेन करो, डेंजर साइंस, पूरी बात करनी है. इसको एक्सीलेंस कहते हैं. तो अरिस्टोटल ने कहा कि वी आर व्हाट वी डू रिपीटेडली. आई कोट, वी आर व्हाट वी डू रिपीटेडली. हम वो हैं, अच्छे भले आधे अधूरे पूरे, जो हम बार बार करते हैं. Excellence therefore is not an act but a habit. एक बार ही कर दिया वो एक्सीलेंस नहीं होती, वो आपका पोटेंशियल है. आप एक बहुत अच्छी प्रेजेंटेशन एक बार ही कर दी, कर सकते हो मेहनत करके. जब मैम आके देख रही हैं तो आप अच्छा बोलोगे, आपकी केस शीट भी अच्छी हो जाएगी, राउंड भी अच्छा. पर क्या वो रात के 3 बजे भी पेशेंट जब आता तो उसी काउंसलिंग करते हो? So we are what we do repeatedly. Excellence therefore is not an act but a habit, unquote. तो आप एक्सीलेंस की हैबिट बनेगी तो देश एक्सीलेंस की पादान पे आगे जाएगा. ये इंस्टीट्यूट एक्सीलेंस की पादान पे जाएगा. ये करके आदत बनानी है, आदत बनानी है. चाहे वो हमारी नर्स कलीग है, फैकल्टी है, क्लास नोट लिख रहे हो, OT का नोट लिख रहे हो, IV लगा रहे हो, तो बताया गया है कि पहले स्पिरिट या अल्कोहल, फिर बीटाडीन, फिर कितना वेट करना है. अगर कहा कि 2 मिनट तो 2 मिनट घड़ी से वेट करना, वो एक्सीलेंस है. जब कोई देख रहा है तब 2 मिनट, और नहीं देख रहा तो 10 सेकेंड. ये नहीं होता. तो अगर देश को आगे बढ़ाना है, उस पादान पे ले जाना है, विकसित भारत बनना है, तो SOPs को अडेयर करना होगा, सिस्टमैटिक थिंकिंग करनी होगी, और perfection, excellence in every act is what I request you all. That would make a difference. And never forget the values that we are doctors, we are health professionals, we are nurses, and society looks upon us to be compassionate, caring, honest, giving the right advice, truthful. And therefore, please combine excellence and values and raise the name of your great institute, which has a superb potential, I have no doubt, and make the nation proud. Thank you very much. Jai Hind.
Many thanks, sir, for your insightful and perceptive oration. One thing I'd like to mention here, as our state is leading in Ayushman Bharat Yojana as a leader, our institute is also leading, as we have been awarded last year as the best medical institute, best performing institute in Ayushman Bharat Yojana in the state of UP by the government. Now, I humbly request our respected Director, Professor Sonia Nityanan ma'am, and our Vice President, Shri Parth Sarthi Sen Sharma, IAS, to felicitate the orator of the day, Shri Professor Vinod Kumar Paul sir, with the oration plaque. साथ ही साथ मैं अनुरोध करूंगा कि वो हमारे आज के मुख्य अतिथि महोदय को शाल उड़ाकर भी उनका अभिनंदन करें। कृपया तालियों की गड़गड़ाहट से अभिनंदन करें। तालियां बंद हो जा रही हैं। I request all the dignitaries to be there for a while, for few seconds only. जैसा कि आप सभी को भान होगा कि हमारे संस्थान में पधारने वाले समस्त अतिथियों का अभिनंदन जाते वक्त हम एक स्मृति चिन्ह से करते हैं, ताकि वो जब यहाँ से जाएं तो ये संस्थान उनकी स्मृतियों में जरूर हो। तो I request our respected director ma'am to felicitate our respected chief guest of the day, Professor V.K. Paul sir, with a memento. I again request our respected director ma'am to felicitate our guest of honor for the day, Dr. Rajiv Bahal sir, with a memento. Now I request our Chief Medical Superintendent, Professor Ajay Kumar Singh sir, to felicitate our Vice President of the Institute, Mr. Parth Sarthi Sen Sharma, IAS sir, with a memento. Now I request the Dean of the Institute, Professor Pradyumna Singh ji, to facilitate our respected Director ma'am with a memento. इसके बाद हाई टी है तो तालियां बजा सकते हैं। Now I request the Professor and Head, Department of Gastrosurgery, Dr. Anshuman Pandey, Professor Anshuman Pandey, to please come and felicitate our Chief Medical Superintendent, Dr. Ajay Kumar Singh. I request Dr. Vikas Singh, Additional Professor, Department of General Surgery, to felicitate our Dean, Professor Pradyumna Singh sir. Dr. Vikas Singh. Thank you to all the dignitaries. Please be seated, sir. बस just a minute, sir. कार्यक्रम के अंत में मैं अपने संस्थान के मुख्य चिकित्सा अधीक्षक प्रोफेसर अजय कुमार सिंह जी से अनुरोध करूंगा कि वे समारोह का धन्यवाद ज्ञापन करें। आदरणीय मुख्य चिकित्सा अधीक्षक महोदय।
आदरणीय डॉक्टर विनोद कुमार पाल सर, डॉक्टर राजीव बहल सर, पार्थ सारथी सिंह शर्मा सर, वाइस चांसलर डॉक्टर सोनिया नित्यानंद मैम, डॉक्टर प्रद्युम्न सर, सभागार में उपस्थित समस्त देवियों एवं सज्जनों, सादर नमस्कार। मैं डॉक्टर अजय कुमार सिंह, मुख्य चिकित्सा अधीक्षक, अपने को गौरवान्वित महसूस करता हूं कि आपने मुझे धन्यवाद प्रस्ताव के लिए चुना। मंच पर सभी उपस्थित समस्त विभूतियों गणमान्य महानुभावों को मेरा नमन। हमारे बीच आए श्रीमान ब्रजेश पाठक जी, माननीय उप मुख्यमंत्री चिकित्सा, शिक्षा, स्वास्थ्य, मातृ एवं शिशु कल्याण मंत्री उत्तर प्रदेश का मैं विशेष धन्यवाद करता हूं, जिन्होंने विधानसभा सत्र चलने अपना बहुमूल्य समय निकालकर कुछ समय के लिए हमारे बीच पधारे और अपने आशीर्वादों से हम लोगों के उत्साहवर्धन किया। उप मुख्यमंत्री जी ने केवल लोहिया संस्थान ही नहीं अपितु प्रदेश की स्वास्थ्य एवं चिकित्सा शिक्षा व्यवस्था को सर्वसुलभ एवं गुणवत्तापूर्वक बनाने में अपना अभूतपूर्व योगदान दिया है, दिन रात परिश्रम किया है और संस्थान की हर कामयाबी आपके मेहनत एवं प्रोत्साहन का परिणाम है। आज आपने 7 जन सेवा के लिए इन 7 चीज़ों का लोकार्पण किया है, जो हमारे लिए अत्यंत हर्ष का विषय है, जो भविष्य में रोगियों की सेवा में बहुत ही सहायक होंगे। प्रेरणा स्रोत डॉक्टर विनोद कुमार पाल सर, माननीय सदस्य नीति आयोग, भारत सरकार, मुख्य अतिथि एवं स्थापना दिवस वक्तृत्वकर्ता का आभार व्यक्त करता हूं कि आपने अपने व्यस्ततम समय में से समय निकालकर हमें भी अपने विचारों से भारत के उज्जवल भविष्य का रोड मैप के संबंध में हमें चिकित्सा विज्ञान के क्षेत्र में होने वाली विभिन्न गतिविधियों के बारे में जानकारी दी। हम इसके लिए आपके आभारी हैं। आपकी उपस्थिति से ही इस कार्यक्रम की गरिमा बढ़ गई है। आपने हमें कुछ टास्क दिए हैं, कार्य दिए हैं। हम उम्मीद करते हैं कि इनको हम आपके द्वारा बताए गए समयबद्ध चरण से पूरा कर पाएंगे, जैसे लीवर ट्रांसप्लांट, टीबी एलिमिनेशन प्रोग्राम एट्सेट्रा। माननीय अति विशिष्ट अतिथि डॉक्टर राजीव कुमार बहल जी, सचिव स्वास्थ्य अनुसंधान विभाग एवं महानिदेशक भारतीय आयुर्विज्ञान अनुसंधान परिषद, भारत सरकार, नई दिल्ली का मैं हृदय की गहराइयों से आभार प्रकट करता हूं कि आपका संस्थान में आना ही हम लोगों के लिए अत्यंत हर्ष का विषय है। आपने रिसर्च के स्कोप के संबंध में बृहद जानकारी दी, विभिन्न एक्स्ट्राम्यूरल ग्रांट की, रिसर्च ट्रेनिंग, प्रोजेक्ट राइटिंग वर्कशॉप, डिफरेंट अवार्ड्स स्टूडेंट्स एंड फैकल्टी के लिए। उम्मीद है कि हम सब देश की आवश्यकताओं को देखते हुए रिसर्च के क्षेत्र में आने वाले वर्षों में और बेहतर करेंगे और इस पर हम लोग खरा उतरेंगे। श्रीमान पार्थ सारथी सिंह शर्मा सर, IAS उपाध्यक्ष, प्रमुख सचिव चिकित्सा शिक्षा, चिकित्सा एवं स्वास्थ्य, मातृ एवं शिशु कल्याण, उत्तर प्रदेश शासन। संस्थान की प्रगति एवं सफलता में आपकी भूमिका अत्यंत महत्वपूर्ण एवं सराहनीय रही है, जिसके लिए हम आपके आभारी हैं। प्रदेश के सामने जो भी स्वास्थ्य समस्याएं हैं, उनको स्थानीय स्तर पर कैसे निराकरण किया जाए, आपने सर इस पर प्रकाश डाला। हम आपका तहे दिल से शुक्रिया अदा करते हैं सर। प्रोफेसर निदेशक लोहिया संस्थान एवं वाइस चांसलर KGMU, आपके अथक प्रयास, समर्पण एवं योगदान से संस्थान प्रगति के पथ पर अग्रसित है। कई समस्याएं हैं जो कि वर्षों से लंबित पड़ी थी, उनका समाधान आपने किया है। आपको बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। संस्थान की उपलब्धियों को पिछले वर्ष जो हम लोगों ने अचीव किया है, आपने इस सभागार में उपस्थित लोगों के समक्ष में रखा। आपका बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया। डॉक्टर प्रद्युम्न सर, आपको भी बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। आपने एकेडमिक एक्टिविटीज एवं रिसर्च को संस्थान में आगे बढ़ाया है। अंत में विभिन्न संस्थानों से आने वाले विभूतियों, गणमान्य व्यक्तियों, अतिथियों का बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद कि आपने अपना समय निकाल करके हम लोगों के बीच उपस्थित रहे। जैसे वाइस चांसलर सर संजीव मिश्रा सर, एक्स डायरेक्टर ए के त्रिपाठी सर, मेजर जनरल अमित देवगन, कमांडेंट ऑफिसर ट्रेनिंग कॉलेज लखनऊ से आए हुए हैं। सभागार में उपस्थित अन्य संकाय सदस्यों का, पैरामेडिकल स्टाफ आदि का भी मैं तहे दिल से शुक्रिया अदा करता हूँ। हमारे बीच संस्थान के अन्य सहयोगी भूतपूर्व निदेशक डॉक्टर मालवीय सर, प्रोफेसर नुजहत हुसैन महोदया, प्रोफेसर राजन भटनागर सर, पिछले 1 वर्षों द्वारा किए गए ज़्यादातर कार्यों की सफलता का श्रेय आप लोगों को जाता है। हम आप सबको बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद देते हैं कि जब भी ज़रूरत पड़ी आपने हमारी मदद की है इस प्रोग्राम को ऑर्गेनाइज करने में भी और संस्थान को आगे बढ़ाने में। इस सभागार में उपस्थित समस्त सम्मानित संकाय सदस्य, विद्यार्थियों, नर्सिंग एवं पैरामेडिकल स्टाफ, आप सबका हार्दिक स्वागत एवं अभिनंदन। मैं वंदन करता हूं। आपके सहयोग के बिना यह प्रोग्राम संभव नहीं था। मैं अपने उन सभी सहयोगियों का नमन करता हूं, धन्यवाद देता हूं जिन्होंने विभिन्न समितियों में अपना योगदान दिया, जैसे डॉक्टर विकास, मनोदीप सेन, विनीता मित्तल, ऋतु करोली मैम, मनीष सिंह, डॉक्टर अंशुमान पांडे, प्रोफेसर ज्योत्सना, प्रदीप मौर्य एवं अन्य। प्रशासनिक भवन के सहयोगियों को भी बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद, जो कि कई अड़चनों के बाद भी हमें अपना सहयोग निरंतर देते रहे। अंत में मैं मीडिया बंधुओं को तहे दिल से शुक्रिया अदा करता हूं कि आप हमारी उपलब्धियों को जनता के बीच सही तरीके से ले जाते रहे हैं। उम्मीद है आगे भी आप अपना सहयोग देते रहेंगे। मैं आप सबसे उन चीज़ों के लिए क्षमा प्रार्थी हूँ जो जाने अनजाने में हमसे त्रुटियाँ हुई हैं, स्पेशली स्वागत में कहीं प्रोटोकॉल का वायलेशन हुआ हो तो मैं उसके लिए क्षमा प्रार्थी हूँ। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। जय हिंद।
धन्यवाद सर। और अब कार्यक्रम के अंत में आप सभी से राष्ट्रगान के सम्मान में खड़े होने का अनुरोध करता हूँ। जन गण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता, पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा, विंध्य हिमांचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंगा, तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे, गाहे तब जय गाथा, जन गण मंगल दायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता, जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे। जय हिंद, जय भारत। इसके बाद आप सभी के स्वल्पाहार की व्यवस्था की गई है, तो सभी डिग्नेटरीज एवं अन्य से अनुरोध है, हाँ, एमबीबीएस के छात्र भी यहीं रुके रहेंगे कि कृपया स्वल्पाहार जरूर ग्रहण करें।